This is the only major dent that we need to pull. So the bumper is completely painted white. Nice. Done. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of VBuilds, and we are done with all the installations, everything except the backlights and the side claddings. Those I didn't install because I have to do the putty work. I don't want to ruin all those. So I guess it would be better if I do it later after doing the wrap. So yeah, so in this episode we'll start with the preparation for our wrapping. For wrapping, the surface should be properly smooth and washed, right? So that's why this episode is going to be about preparing the car for wrap. So I'll remove the dents, for do the putty work and everything, and I'll show you. Let's do it. So let's start with the bonnet, and let's close it right there. Yeah, so there are no major dents on the bonnet, but let me show you what we have right there. If you look very closely, I guess I can show from the side, you see there are two dents which are quite fairly visible. So these two we need, I think I should mark whatever we have. So let me get a marker right there. So as I've shown you just now, right there, this is one dent, one major dent, I guess. Then the second one is right here, and other than this we have right there, we need to sand it a little bit. This is repair work from earlier. Three, then four, a bit of it here, five, then on the side I guess there's one, six, and then there's another small dent right here. This one is seven. So these seven places, and I let me see anything else. Yeah, you can find a little bit nooks and crannies here and there by your hand. If you rub your hand, we need to fill up a little bit of putty right in there. So yeah, these are mostly the places where we need to do a little bit of repair work before putting on our wrap, right, so that it sits in properly. So these are the only major dents, basically one, two, and yeah, these are all you need to, I need to sand it up a little bit, and there's three dents only, so I need to work on those. So let's do that. So I'm going to use glue sticks to take off the dents. I had seen this in one of the reels. Let's see if it works or not. Earlier once I tried, it did not work on a different car, but that I did in a lot of hurry. I hopefully I'll try, I'll be more patient this time, and let's see if it works or not. So I have used four glue sticks, and I have melted them and pasted on the center of the dent. And I won't be rushing it this time, because as I told you, I tried it earlier and it did not work because I pulled it too soon, and the glue did not set properly. This time I'm going to wait a little longer. Patience is the key. Let's let it cool down first. And I guess now it has cooled down, and it is sticking properly, so I can try to pull it now on one, two, three. Oh, nice man, निकल गया. Wow. Beautiful man, it worked like a charm. Now the dent is almost gone. Wow. Let me show you now. If you look at from this angle, the dent was bigger than the second dent that you see behind. Now you see it's almost gone, but I need to do it a bit more, but it works. Round two. Wow, perfect, nice. So the denting worked better than expected. Now is the time we move on to the putty. It comes in like two separate elements. This one is the putty itself, and the other one is the tube. So tube is the hardener. So now we need to mix the hardener with this putty in perfect ratio, such that this one whole tube goes into this box of putty, this can of putty. So now let's open it. So the point is you cannot mix the whole of this box with the whole of tube in one go, because it hardens very quickly. So other and you won't be able to put it on time, and it will harden and you'll waste it. So now I have taken a plate and I'm pouring out a little bit of this putty in it. Let's say I'll take this much, and then just by idea, I will take a little bit of hardener using here is the tube, and let's pour out a little bit of hardener, squeeze out actually. There we go. I don't know how much we should use. I mean, just by idea, I'll take some. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, I guess this should be enough. Now I will mix it properly, mixing, and then we can apply it on the car. Let's mix properly the hardener, and then we have to apply it very quickly. Mixing is done. Let's apply it. Kinyari. So I'm done with the bonnets. I have applied the putty on the dents that we just pulled, and I forgot to record it. But here I have covered the headlight first with the newspaper and then applied the putty right there. You see, initially don't worry about applying a little bit extra, because we are going to sand it off later. So you don't have to be very smooth, but you do have to be quick. So just you can apply a little bit extra. See, as I told you, you need to apply it quickly, otherwise it dries. This is the amount I wasted in my first attempt, because it is almost dry and it is not sticking anymore. So that's what I meant. You need to mix a little bit initially. I did take a little bit, but then even that was too much. Right here on the bonnet, I have applied properly, you see, and now we'll move to the side profile. See, on the side profile, I tried using the dried putty so that I don't waste it, but even here it is wasted because it is not sticking properly. So you need to mix the right amount, very less, and then apply it, then mix more, like that. Next, moving on to the roof rails. It is in a very bad shape, but then again we need to fill it up here, these areas. So let's do it. So I'm done with the first round of applying the putty. So I filled in on the side right there, and on the side bottom side right there. So I this is one round, and then I'll smoothen it and then apply it one more round. I have applied it on the bonnet as well, but yeah, that's what I mean. For the first round it's enough, and I will smoothen it first and then apply it one more time. Meanwhile, I'll take some rest. Okay, now you see, we need to prepare our diggy as well. We need to prep it for before we paint it. So let's do the same with it. So I have masked the windshield, and now I need to remove this Scorpio badging. This is the glue from previous badging. We need to remove it. I'm using this lighter. to heat it up and then remove it. Actually, I also have a heat gun. I could have used the heat gun as well. That would be a better idea. But then there's no power, so I'll have to stick to this. It is going to scratch the tailgate, but anyways, we are going to paint it, so that's least of my worries. Back to the front, so I'll have to paint the bumper, so we'll mask the headlights and stuff. Let's prep it. I'll remove the grill also. So all of these locks broke when we pulled out the cladding, so let's pull these locks out as well. So now let's start with the paint because the putty has already dried. Before painting, we need to sand it like this. So we can sand it and make it smooth before painting. And now here is the paint. This is automotive grade paint. So let's open it and then we can start painting it. This is, let me just quickly open it. Yeah, this is white color paint for Scorpio only. Now let's mix it with the thinner. I took a little bit of paint and I'll add some thinner to it. Right here is our thinner, and okay, I guess this should be enough. Mixing, mixing, mixing. Now let's mix the two. Mixing, 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 mixing. And now you must be thinking that I was saying that I'm gonna wrap this. So why am I painting this? So I'm painting it because the black pieces, I'll be only painting the black pieces so that in case the wrap is torn from somewhere, it scratches from somewhere, it doesn't show black, which will look very bad. So don't judge the paint quality because the purpose of it is only to hide, in case the wrap is torn from somewhere, it should look white and not black. So yeah, I know I'll be getting a lot of hate comments for this paint job, but don't judge the paint quality because it's gonna be hidden under the wrap anyways. Let's quickly put it in and try painting our first piece. Thoda shake well before use. Let's paint it. So I'll be painting the bumper first. So the bumper is painted white. Look at this, looking good. And on the side cladding, there are some dots, but it is also painted. Is it right? Right, yes. On the right side, we need to paint the fender as well because this is also black. So now let's paint the fender. So done with the paint, and as I said, I am not worried about the paint quality a lot because we are going to wrap over it. So the front is almost done. It's painted in white, and look at this. It's looking good actually, but it's not the ideal thing which I would have done in case I was gonna paint it instead of wrapping it. But yeah, I'm not worried about it too much. Now let's move to the back. Our tailgate is also black, so we need to paint it white as well, but before that we need to sand these putty fillings and get it ready smooth enough to start painting. And here is my angle grinder, and last time I made this switchboard to control the speed of this angle grinder. And if you haven't seen this is very interesting, and if you haven't seen this video, make sure you go and check it out. Let me show you. So right here, this is the angle grinder which runs at very high rpm. So in my switchboard I have installed this potentiometer which can reduce the speed of it, and we can use it as a sand. So we are done for today, and let me show you the progress one time. Right here we have painted the front bumper in white, and then we followed the whole process. We applied some putty first, and then we sanded it, and wherever needed pull out the dents, and then we started painting it. On the right we have painted the fenders and the claddings, and at the back we have also painted our tailgate white and also the back bumper. So everything which was black earlier has been painted. We masked it and painted properly. The paint quality might not be as good as you expect, but as I told you, this is none of least of my worries because I have to wrap it first. So after wrapping, the only purpose of the paint is that in case the wrap gets peeled off somewhere, then it shows white color instead of black, and it doesn't look horrible. So we are done with it. So that's a wrap, guys, for today. This is day 12, and today we have done the paint work. It's so close to being ready, and I'm so excited for it. But yeah, this is it for today, and see you in the next one. Till then, like, share, subscribe. Tada, bye bye. If you like this video, please consider subscribing.
This guy's not slowing down. Yeah, it's confirmed. He's not stopping. Code 3.